Hey, hey, my neon lights, 'tis I, Midnight Neon. I'm here with you once more. And since I kind of messed up and I hadn't released my debut 2.0 yet, and I had accidentally released my model on a Rosie Bell Moo video that I did, reacting to one of her videos, um, I decided that I'm just going to do like a outfit debut of the model I've been working on. So I hope you guys like it. I don't have any music to play right now. I've been trapped at home for quite a while, and I know YouTube has a list of music I can use for, not getting caught by their AI. Although the YouTube AI seems to be just about jamming everybody up for just about any reason. So, anyway, I'm going to show you the first outfit, which some of you may be familiar with already. See, there's my little hand, and my hip, and my thigh, and the side of my head. And voila! Here I am. Yep, this is my model. I'll probably still release my original debut video. It's just this one will also be out, and it'll just cover over everything. Um, I did another outfit video, but that's okay. Well, I'll get it straightened out eventually. But anyway, as you can see, I did go with obviously another cat girl model, but this one is my cat girl model, and I did. I used Vroid Studio, and it allowed me to basically make my own model. I'm gonna zoom out so you can see my shoes. I got on some purple shoes. They're canvas sneakers, kind of like the ones that Fillion wears. And of course, I got on thigh-high stockings. A rather short pleated skirt, very short, but not that short. And no, I'm not going to pull a Fillion. Okay, we're not going to do that. And then I have this little. I guess it's basically like a. I want to say like a kind of like a. I don't know. You could almost say it's like a crop top sweater, I guess, with a undershirt on it, because my midriff is exposed. Originally, this thing had like puffy sleeves on it, and I altered the sleeves, and then I'm gonna zoom in on my pretty cat girl face. I don't know if you can see my fangs or not, but I do have fangs in there. I'm going to keep working on it, and eventually maybe I'll figure out how to make the fangs a little bit longer. Um, but I would like for you to see my eyeballs. Purple, pink. And they have little hearts in the eyes. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I can on the screen, but. And then I can do this number, and I have little braided hair tails in the back, and I got braids on the front of my hair. Um, I noticed from experimenting with it, sometimes the cat ears will move, and sometimes they just won't. They're stuck that way. Um, it's really just kind of random. And then I also have, and of course, I'm sure you noticed this thing over my shoulder here. It is my ta-da kitty tail. That's right. I have a cat tail that I designed. Um, I wished it was more like, say, like some of the others, like Fillions, or I think Minnie has one as well, but I'm just guessing. But do try to keep in mind I am new to this, and the only way I was ever really going to get my own custom model, I'm afraid, was to make it myself, and that's what I did. Now I'm gonna do a quick pause and change outfits, and then when I come back, I'll have a different outfit on. Okay, so I've clearly disappeared. I didn't change the background, so you guys will know that I am not shutting off the whole app and starting over again. It's just the loading thing gets all funky when trying to do both the OBS and changing the outfits. So here we go. I'm just gonna slide back out from the side again. There's my little hand and the sleeve, another skirt, and white thigh-high stockings with a garter belt. No, you may not see what's underneath the skirt. But I do have on these snappy shoes there. Now this outfit is largely still in its original state, which was supplied by Vroid Studio. But I did, again, made some minor modifications to the sleeves. I kind of made the cuffs of the sleeves narrow down as they went on. I think they were a little bit more puffier to begin with, or broader. I don't know. I just kind of liked a narrow-ended sleeve. But yes, I have a pink shirt on with a pink jacket and then a purple vest, and below that is a purple skirt with frillies on the bottom there. And I gotta be careful because it's so touchy with this one. And of course, I got my usual hair and facial features. And I did forget to mention that I have little face marks up underneath my eyes there on my cheeks. And yeah, the lips are, they're supposed to be like purple, but I think they came out more like hot pink, but I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. And of course, my cat ears and my usual hair, and I got my tail. So this is a pretty nice little, and of course I got this nice little ribbon thing going underneath my collar. I like this outfit. It's not what I expected, but not bad for a simple recolor and texture with some minor changes, because the skirt was originally poofier. It was so poofy that both my hands would have been hidden, but I did manage to get it changed. So okay, now hold on. There's one more or actually there's two more outfits. But you guys will get to see those here in just a moment. Okay, and now I've got the next outfit on. And this one I'm going to come down from the top of the screen because this one is pretty much almost entirely me. The top that I have on for this outfit is Vroid Studios. But the rest of it is indeed me. And at this point I had learned that instead of just going by the sliders alone, you could actually adjust how long or how wide or something you wanted to be via the numbers that sit there over the sliders. So you can actually go beyond the limitations of what the sliders are. And I wanted like a long pleated skirt with purple high heels and white thigh-high socks. You know I will not show you those because I'd have to show you what else is there, and we're not going to do that because I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. And it's a long pleated skirt. I tried to make like basically kind of like a sundress outfit. I didn't do so good at it, but I did get to pretty much how I'd like it. And there, of course, is the top. It's a bit frilly. And yes, of course, I still have my glasses. those were also custom made by, in the Vroid Studio app because the glasses they have are actually a little more modern, and I like the round ones. And no, I'm not wearing a witch's hat. It's a. I tried to make a purple sun hat so my little cat ears could poke out. And I did change the hairstyle on the back. I kept my braids on the front, but on the back, I went with twin braids instead of the usual long, thin braids. And of course, kept my tail as always. Um, I'm really getting creative with this one, aren't I? Okay, so that is the what I call basically is like my day out outfit. And then I got one more. I was wanting to make like so guys understand I am completely an amateur at this. I'm not a professional model designer by any means, and I was trying to make a bathing suit, and it just kept giving me underwear, and I'm like, no, I can't do that. um, you know, I know there's VTubers out there that do that sort of stuff, but I am not one of them. So, sorry. Alright, so I'm gonna pause again real quick and show you the last outfit I was working on. It was one I was working on from the beginning that was giving me a lot of trouble. And I really hope you guys like it. I'll explain it when I show it to you. So just hang in there. One more outfit to go. Okay, so oops, I didn't get quite all the way off the screen, but that's alright. I was just gonna come out from the side again like I did before. So this outfit is a bit more Final Fantasy looking. There's, hi, hello everyone. So yeah, it is actually a little bit more fantasy altogether, and I did indeed change the hairstyle again. Also made some minor body modifications to the model, mostly just on the tail. And there is a bit of a perspective trick that was going on with the old hairstyle. So when I get to the face, you'll understand. But so this outfit was actually Vroid Studios stuff. All I didn't like. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in. Okay, so I'm gonna spin around. I made some minor modifications to the tail. I made it a bit longer, but you can see the different textures and colors. I did not change the textures. I think that was my problem last time when I kept working with this model. I kept trying to alter the textures a bit to make it look a little, I don't know, fluffier or something, and it just kept messing with the coloring system. So I just said to heck with it and went with this instead. And I think it turned out all right. Now, because of the way the textures on this one worked, as you can see, the purple has faded to like pink as it goes down. But here is the actual catch. This outfit's original colors was blue, and the blue texture pattern changed the pink to purple, and then faded back into pink as it went further down. And I've changed all the white parts to, frilly pink, and the corset has got a slight shade of pink to it, as do the shorts and the leather boots. I mean, just basically everything is like pink except for my little ribbon tie here, that is the gold parts on it are actually recolored into gold, because otherwise they would have been too dark to have seen on the ribbon. But the ribbon itself is still black, like the original format was. And then, yes, I can see the. I just realized, I had such a large view there. My apologies. Anyway, moving on. And I was going to do like a full body skirt, but as you can see, the side skirt kind of hides my hand a bit, so it's kind of clipping through. And with this one, I am wearing shorts instead of a skirt, so this one I don't mind tipping over a little bit. But you can see my hand right there poking through the side skirt. This model I had originally planned on using like for VR chat, but we'll see. I might adapt it. And yeah, I did change my hairstyle again for this one. I got a side pony going, and I kind of did my best to make I ended up using one of their hair sets to do this because I kept having trouble getting like, I don't know what I was doing, but instead of having like a side pony, all of the assets I kept using, because I was just basically like playing brown or black hair or whatever. I think it was brown that is the default hair color. And every time I tried using it, instead of doing like one side pony, everything kept going to the back, to the middle of my head. So I had like a regular ponytail, but anyway, and I'm sure it looks like my face is rounder than before, but it's always been this round. It's a perspective thing. My old haircut, the bangs on the side along with the braids kind of hid most of my face, so my face actually looks smaller than it was. But no, I did not change any of my facial features. I was planning on it, but I was getting so tired, and I'm like, I wanted to test it out and see if the outfit was working, and it is. So I am happy. I am very creative. And as for my tail, I did make it a little bit longer and a little bit thicker, so I could get it up over my shoulder a little more easily. But that is for this model only. The other versions of it will still have like the original tail model. But the reason I altered this tail is because if you look, can't believe I'm showing you this, but if you look very closely at the belt, how it goes over my tail, the original design, the tail did not blend into the outfit. It actually protruded out and clipped through the belt. So I had to make adjustments to get it look more natural. So I'm a learning. So anyway, that's that. I'm going to pause again, and we're going to start playing. Well, actually, I might just end this as a single video all on its own, and then start playing some more Mass Effect, and I'll just go with this model. since this was the one that drove me nuts. But I finally managed to figure it out. Now you can see my fangs when I do that. Anyway, yeah, I still gotta work on the mouth a bit. I mean, it's improved, but I still gotta work on it a little bit. All right. Well, my neon lights, that is it for my little fashion show I put on for you guys. So I'll see you again after a little bit, and we'll be playing more Mass Effect. I hope. Oh dear, the Xbox shut off because I was doing this too long. Hold on, I gotta reboot it. Yeah, power saving features. Okay, I'll see you guys in a little bit. So remember my neon lights. If you don't see the next video, always remember, shine brightly in the dark.